scene is that there's a vibe around LSU that if Brian Kelly gets in front of any recruit, by the way, like if Brian Kelly gets in front of a recruit, it's over. Like legitimately over. One how do I want to phrase this because I don't want to completely use this context. One member of the program, and I mean I could give a little bit of it, but basically said that Brian Kelly is the best closer he's ever been around. You're making a lot of headway with these juniors right now, about to be seniors. I think LSU is going to be fine. You got to make sure you lock the state down now. I think Frank Wilson, I think Cortez Hankton, I think Brian Polian, I think Mike Denbrock and Brian Kelly can do that. But Brian Kelly is going to have a very much type of Nick Saban approach to all these things than Ed Orgeron. Point of Deshaun Watson being cleared through the criminal justice system, why in the court of public opinion, dude, just because you don't believe it doesn't mean he wasn't cleared through the court system. Meanwhile, you don't want him as your quarterback. However, you come up in Twitter spaces, you come up in Twitter, you come up in Facebook and defend Will Wade about him being your next or still remaining as your head coach at LSU. I know that they're completely different cases. But one guy was provided evidence against in Will Wade, and there was no evidence provided for Deshaun Watson. Well, Blake, that does not mean that Deshaun Watson is innocent. And let me clarify. I was not saying that Deshaun Watson was innocent. I should have reclarified that. I should have said cleared of all charges. I will take my lump on that one. But at what point does someone, a district attorney that tried to file a criminal suit against Deshaun Watson, and then he comes out and says he has no burden of proof, do we have to sit here and say, hey, can the man move on with his life? When this happens, whether it be a man, whether it be a woman, white or black, when someone is not found guilty in a court of law in our country, it's innocent until proven guilty. It's not guilty, and you need to provide me documents of your innocence, which, by the way, Deshaun Watson did. I say, as the old saying goes, as my grandfather said from when I was a little boy until right now, facts do not care about your opinions or your feelings. That goes to myself. That goes to all of us. Get pissed off if you want. I don't care. What does he have to do to clear his name? And everybody's saying that NIL, get this through your head right now. Name, image, and likeness is not a coach paying a player. Coach, it is still illegal in today's college athletics for coaches to pay players. It's illegal. You can't do it. NIL doesn't mean, it means that me, who is in the NIL game as a business in an LLC, can go out there and strike NIL deals with athletes all across the country if I deem it so. That's a baseless argument. It's a baseless argument.